I'm going to send usable links into the chat. They are already there. And I'm going to show them just to explain what you can find there. The first one, it's the release notes about import-export. We released the previous release. Here you can find the general details. And the next link, it's detailed description of the feature. And the main thing we should concentrate today, it's the terminology we introduced with import-export feature. We introduced some quite new entities that heavily used in that feature. The first one is the import job. You can read the definition, but in nutshell, it's kind of reusable unit for the import, where you can define mapping between fields defined in the CSV file and fields in the system, meaning that, for example, you have abstract SKU. In the file, you can name it my abstract name, my abstract unique identifier, but in the system that will be still abstract SKU. That's what you define in the import job. Once you create it, you need to pick up existing schema. Schema goes here. That's the exact definition. Means that import job, it wraps schema definition, and that's how you have the first import job. Import job run, it's much easier. It's just a run of the exact import job you already created. You can supply as many CSV files as you want, and that's how you create import run. Import step, as we on the technical presentation, import step, it's how it's done internally. It's the unit of work of the job run. We keep it almost the same as we had in the previous data import through the CLI or in the programmatic way. We have the same steps. We kept the same approach. Export step, same as the import, except we have export as well. You can check all details here. It will be quite useful to understand the feature. And now I'm going to show you how it works, because probably that's the most interesting thing. We have new section in the back office. We have import export and we have import export nested categories, easy. If you're gonna go to the import, in the import, you can create new job. Some already tried. You can create job, and let's create our first job. It will be demo. Probably this one will be possible. The description, it's demo description. And type, this is schema, this is job type. Currently, out the box, we have only one for the products, but the idea that you can reuse these jobs for any type, for any schema you defined. It's not only about products, you can create import for anything. The only one extension you need to create, it's new type. When you have new type, you can create job of that type, and you can create runs of that job. That's the exact nesting. We create in this job. Now we have job, we have name, we have reference, we have type, description, and here we have some statistics about success runs, processing, currently in progress, pending, and failed. We're going to create our first run of our job. We are able to download template for this job that will download CSV file with header. And we only need populate data. And then we can go back to the step 2. Before the call, I created one example file. I will show you how it looks like. That's what we're going to upload and create. We have abstract product here. We have concrete product here. All details, statuses, merchant, stores, names being translated, descriptions, categories being assigned, tag sets, URLs, attributes. They're also there, even if you need multiple of them, 5, 10, any. Stock, we have stock. We have never out of stock, shipment types, prices, a lot of information you are able to create through this default import. And we're going to run this import. We're going to hit upload and queue import, which means it's not synchronous, but a synchronous task. And now, once we created the import, it's going to be in the pending state until the background worker is going to take that exact job run we created, and it's going to execute it. We have details of that run, but before that, let's go back to show you it's already quite fast being executed. But if it's not succeed, it will end up in the fail state or pending runs. And this one, you will see only if you have quite huge file. I had only one chance to catch that, but it was really high amount of number of lines in the file. And we can go to check all runs we have within this job we created. And we have only one. Here, we have a number of rows being processed. We had only 6 rows in that file. We have 5 successful rows being there, and we have 1 failed. I created that intentionally just to show you the case when you made a mistake in the file. Now you are not blindly see it fails, but you see what exactly was the problem. And in the it says that for this stock warehouse 2, I supplied delivery as a value, but it's actually not valid, and the expected value can be only numeric quantity or never out of stock. That's how it works. And once we imported that file, we can go to the front end. Probably I even don't need to reload, and we can search for the product from the, yes, it's here. And we have this product. I'm not being signed in. That's why we don't see this section, but the product from that file here and fully functional, we can place order with that product. It's there. And the last thing about the import export, it's export. The only one difference about the export, currently we have the same flow. You need a job being created, and when you have a job, and job under the hood means the definition of the file you expect to receive, the header of the CSV file. It's like the definition of the header file. You need to pick up the job. Here we have 2. The first one was created before, and this one demo session we created. We can export the file, and once it's being exported, we have all data in that file. Probably I will be able to show that file in just a second. Yep. No, I'm not able to find this file, but it's there. You will be able to open, and you can modify data there. And after you modify the data, you can upload, you can go to import. And in the import, you can create additional runs and change the data being uploaded. Probably that's it.